supporting the police. In doing what? In killing people and not getting, the people not getting justice?
So I believe that the exact quote, just looking at today's paper, is this administration will stand by them so that they can discharge their responsibilities within the law and ensure the country remains safe.
Correct. Now they discharged their responsibilities and stepped outside the law by shooting people. Has the president done anything? Has he done anything for those people who stepped out of the law? Because even me, I support police when they discharge their mandate within the law. Actually, that is what they are required to do. But when they step out, somebody must make them answer.
Okay.
Who has done that for a year?
All right. That's a good question. And Wakili, I'll give you occasion to respond. But the pictures on your screen, we have Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa. I think I saw Wakili Ndegwa Njiru. I also saw Senator Enoch Wambua. So they attended Mass at 7 a.m. at the Holy Family Basilica and are now marching as a united opposition to lay wreaths at the site of the June 25th killings right outside Parliament. So there you see them on your screen, and they're making their way there. And all right, I'm also told they're also in the company of Bernard Kavuli, who was among those who was abducted in Ngong. But Wakili, so you wanted to go back. You were talking about a history of Kenya's history, right? But if we are to restrict ourselves to the events of today, because this is the first anniversary of those Gen Z protests, the person in power now is not Kalonzo Musyoka, it is William Ruto.
Absolutely.
What do you make of what Kawive is saying? There has been no acknowledgement, recognition of this pain. When you listen to the statement the president made yesterday, what sense did it give you?
My problem with the angle Kawive is taking is that Kawive wants us to take his narrative as you see the Kenyan narrative. My point has been that, yes, we have a problem. And that this problem, the state has a duty to correct the problem. But the state, we must understand the historical context of this problem for us to be able to solve it. Without understanding the root of this problem, we will not be able to solve it. We can change presidents 10 times. But so long as we do not tackle the systemic problem in the police, in how the police is organized, you remember that it is in this country when President Uhuru Kenyatta had actually to walk away from a policy to remove, I'm just giving an example, to remove, traffic policemen from the road because the cartels within the police force had actually ganged up and were now undermining the government. It is in this country when we had a police commissioner called Nyaseda who tried to bring reforms, but then this system cartels within the police force were able to mobilize to actually push him out. What I'm saying is that as a country, we need to come together and solve the problem. We should avoid allowing politicians like Kalonzo Musyoka to weaponize the problem that we have for their political purposes.
All right, so Samson, there we've seen the razor wires around Parliament. We've seen the razor wires around State House. I saw a jogger. I know Wakili says he gave reason, like he was going to studio and he was led to pass through. But with the razor wire, how are you going to pass through? I saw a jogger forced to turn back. Is this in order?
It's definitely not in order, because one of the things, of course, the Commission has done together with other partners is to develop a checklist for policing of public assemblies. And in that checklist, we are very clear on the roles that should be played by the police, the roles to be played by the demonstrators, so that we have a process that is acceptable to all. I think looking at this, particularly what is happening now, is the police have a role to play in terms of facilitation. Can you facilitate demonstrators and those that are demonstrating to reach where they are so that they can go and do what they intend to do. But I think what we are clearly seeing is that there's no facilitation. And therefore, what we are likely to see at the end of it is that it might turn chaotic, because if people are not able to deliver the petition that they wanted to deliver, if they're not able, like the mothers have given very clear places that they would want to go to so that they fulfill their obligations for today. If that is not done, then we are definitely going to get it wrong. But just allow me just a small interjection that...
All right, just I'll allow you to interject. I just want to take note that we have pictures there on your screen from Kisumu. Mombasa already, they have begun the march. And of course, we've seen Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa and other opposition leaders laying flowers on the razor wire because they were unable to access the exterior of Parliament. But you had an interjection.
So there's definitely no facilitation. So, so police have definitely failed in this, and we take this to the doorstep of the state. But I think the point I wanted to make is the point of the conversation about police reforms in this country.